questions and just basically how you feel about the night. If you want to see your favorite players, we've got IrishMantis versus Storm right now. IrishMantis making his top 8 debut. Storm, a fan favorite, the most successful international player in MKX Season 2. And hopefully going to continue that in Season 3. He's made 3 top 8s, but hasn't managed to get past 8th yet. So his points are adding up, but very slowly in comparison to his way in Season 2.
I think when you're going to try and qualify for the World Finals, though, Season 3 World Finals for that 200k pot, you have to place extremely well to be those players. Now, Storm was very, very strong player, the 4th seed, but the 4th comfortable seed in Season 2. Now, the thing is, going into Season 3, where we have CIS and EU melded into one league, you need to. There is no chance that you can potentially kind of, I guess, straggle your way in. You need to get so many points. And Storm, although he's made 3 top 8s in a row, has the past 2 weeks he's made it out first round. So he actually only has currently 75 points, which includes his placing here today. If he gets this win, it's going to be huge for him.
Well, Season 2, 4 of our 6 qualifying players were guaranteed very early on. Season 3, that is not going to be the case. There are simply too many good players. The top 8s are too diverse in comparison to how they usually have been. So you need, if you make top 8, you need to make it count. And let's see how these guys are going to go. Storm gets his favorite stage. IrishMantis gone for the stunt double as predicted. Now, this thing, how often does he choose to go for the clone in the neutral, and or how often does he save it on block strings? I know he can't really be plus with it, but uses some bar there, keep himself safe.
That
uses
was a
both clones.
Slightly risky meter burn right there. I think that might have been a little bit preemptive, maybe a sign of some of these nerves. But here comes that pressure from Storm.
IrishMantis going to eat that, but there's the lovely meter burn nut punch to cancel, to really counterpoke and get that 26% standing.
And that's going to be the guaranteed mimic. Storm not respecting it. Have to respect it in that situation. Here comes more plus frames. And how many downfalls are you willing to take before you get put in a bad situation?
Now, oh wow, on the read on the neutral jump punch. Ouch! IrishMantis going to make Storm pay, keep him in the corner. And that's one thing that Storm did a lot against Vladdy that really lost him the match, really. Just not
plus frames everywhere.
I was literally just talking about that, just not respecting Cage's plus frames, and what wonderful reactions from IrishMantis to keep in the corner. Down 4 to go into the teleport.
Something I'd like to mention is IrishMantis mentioned in his interview that he does use the slightly dirty, hard to blockable stuff. So he has Storm near the corner. We might see some of that in this set.
Fights his way out mid-screen. IrishMantis severe life deficit, but oh wow, I like it. I like using the kick just to get out of that.
That was a risky meterless attack right there. IrishMantis going to get another trade. No challenge there from Storm. Tries to challenge that forward 3. Not going to get it.
Good blocks on the overheads. IrishMantis going to catch him.
That's one of the things about stunt double over A-list is that even if you catch that forward 3, it's not going to be a full combo right there.
Now, IrishMantis has been hit by that twice, but kicked out of it once. Do you think he's trying to go for the kick every time?
I mean,
Storm isn't ready for it to connect.
It's much quicker. Oh, Storm not respecting it. He's going to get the grab. That could be it. Straight into game 1. IrishMantis breaking every single limb he touches. Yes, you did, Johnny Cage. Don't you lie.
Not taking that throw cost Storm an arm and a leg.
Oh, my God. See, look, not even Sassenach can contain that one.
If only you guys could see my smug grin right now, I'm not even sorry.
That's the worst thing ever. I mean, that's the... I hate you so much.
I will say it again. If IrishMantis does it again, I'll say it again.
Oh, no. No more of that. No more of that. No more of that. Right, game 2, guys. Time to be serious again. I mean, we actually did see some fantastic use of the plus frames there. And again, Shiro Ryu, because his only real defensive option comes from the meter burn back forward 2, his easy to armor break meter burn reversal is not going to fare very well versus Johnny Cage.
I want to say quickly, and I will be serious about it, but IrishMantis he's Irish, and his player card is the leprechaun on the pot of gold. I love this guy. I hope he makes top 8 a lot more, because he's amazing to watch, wonderful guy to interview, and just so good with stunt double.
IrishMantis would have got a full combo off that uppercut had he had more stamina to work with. There's the poke, and that's more block pressure right there. Oh, we're going to whiff, but Johnny Cage with those low profiling normals. Oh, staggered forward 1. Here we go. Full combo from Storm.
Now, do you think IrishMantis, and wonderful setup from Storm, as soon as you delay your wake up against Shiro Ryu, you make yourself eat those hard to blockables.
Here comes the full combo. He's going to use that just to use up the mimicry time, so he's going to get more plus frames. Here we go. This could be the hard to blockable situation. Here we go. Nice bait from IrishMantis.
That's going to be death. That is 100% going to be death unless he drops this, but he is not. Easy B&B for IrishMantis. Going to take Storm out and keep him in the corner. Used a lot of bar, but Storm has one to retort with.
IrishMantis has, I mean, that bar, a nice reaction there from Storm. Letting the teleport whip on reaction to that teleport.
Nice hit from Storm. Just get some damage on the table.
Oh, I like the adjustment of going in for the jumping kick just to catch that low profiling down 4. Nice step back. So that's slightly too late. I mean, that wasn't necessarily a whiff punish, but he's going to get it anyway. Not necessarily a full combo. Here comes IrishMantis. That's a really good corner escape. Uses a clone. Oh, wow. Manages to challenge the NJP. Nice full combo from IrishMantis. 24%. Has lost the clones. Going to have to try and wait out the timer before he can get some more. Storm needs to make the most of this while he hasn't got it, but no, one more touch and IrishMantis is going to get the clones. Goes for it. Has 2 to use. Oh, completely whiffs. That's bad. That's really bad for Storm. No full combo from IrishMantis. I think he was a little bit reluctant to go for the nut punch. He's going to get the trade right there. Good trade. Here we go. Here comes Storm. The grab's not going to take it. IrishMantis is going to build a bar. Where's the delay wake up? Where does he get up normally? Delays it. Eats the block. Hasn't got. Oh no! IrishMantis gets hit by it. Oh, uses his bar as well. That was so expensive for IrishMantis moving into round 3. The sad thing right there is that I think a standing 1 would have actually whiff punished that and taken the game, but IrishMantis not afraid. Now Storm acknowledging that he can probably get away with jumping out slightly more against stunt double because the forward 3 to hit confirm full combo isn't as much of a threat. Blocks the low. Oh, and wonderful throw tech. That was a fantastic whiff punish on that forward 3. Storm, knowing the range of that, going in with a whiff punish to teleport into the plus frames into grab. Oh, tries to anti-cross up. We're going to eat a full combo for it, and against Takeda, this is going to really hurt. Hasn't got the bar to make it kill, though. We might see a full combo here. He's going to get the down on this. Here we go. This could be something. He's got the bar. Oh, we're going to see a comeback. Is IrishMantis going to make this happen? Storm approaching a break, but doesn't have one yet. Hard to blockable. Here we go. Hard to blockable. He's going to get the plus frames. Here we go. Oh, and he gets hit by it, and Storm's going to make him pay. If IrishMantis committed, I think IrishMantis was blocking. He was trying to bait a wake up, but if he went for the hard to blockable, they would have hit at the same time. It would have armor broke, but IrishMantis doesn't commit. I'm not sure what happened there. It kind of looked a little bit like IrishMantis was trying to go for the hard to blockable, but he just didn't get it. I think he set it up until the very last moment where he hesitated and tried to bait a wake up with the block. I think if he committed to it, it would have possibly worked. So there's one thing, Storm is amazing at making comebacks, but seems to have a hard time at dealing the really hard to blockable stuff. Let's think back to Season 2. Whenever we saw Storm lose, it would usually be to the Summoner Quans, these really hard to block characters. So using elements of that against him when you're making a comeback, I mean, that's kind of like basic player homework, you know what I mean? Sort of looking up on what a player really struggles with. I think Storm really got away with that game right there. That's not going to be a first hit because they did trade. Here we go, still not a first hit. Oh, goes the uppercut, preemptive. Oh, first hit goes to IrishMantis, getting a bar back. I like that whiff punish there. Not necessarily whiff punish, but I think IrishMantis just pressed the button after the down 4. Hard to blockable. No one blocks that. That was a wonderful setup from Storm. Just teleport right as the mimicry comes out. Very fortunate. Oh, he delays it. IrishMantis going to get hit for it clean. Keeps him in the corner. That's the Storm we know and love. Round 1, going straight to Storm. Now that's basically just a setup city. Storm uses a lot of bar for it, manages to get it. IrishMantis can do some serious damage going in the corner. He's going to get this restand into the mimicry. Here we go. And here comes the hard. Tries to go for the hard to blockable, but drops it. Very unfortunate there. But fortunately, does manage to keep himself safe into another 28%. Has 1 clone left to go. Uses it. Got to wait 8 seconds before he can do it again. But Storm's going to get hit. Hasn't got a breaker. Wow, that was a quick round. And IrishMantis. Okay. Hit 1, hit 2. Flawless as well. Wow, what a statement. Both of them gone right there. Pop. Oh no, let's not do that. Let's always do that. Here we go. Here comes IrishMantis. Has him in the corner. Kicks hit by the low. Storm again trying to jump out of the corner. Here comes hard to block stuff again. Gets the overhead. Now, we're mentioning the hard to blockable stuff, but IrishMantis isn't tending to go for it as often. But I mean, I know it's quite a recent find, but we're not really seeing it too much. But IrishMantis has been playing this character since day 1, so I'm sure there's a reason we're not seeing it. But maybe we can, well, sort of talk to him a little bit more after the set to see what we can do about that. Because I'm really interested in the stunt double, because we see so much. Oh, there's the stagger into the standing 1. Very unfortunate. There we go. Good break there from Storm. Had to save himself in that situation. Oh, there's an event kick. This is tough. Yeah, no. Storm just doesn't block a wake up, just gets hit by a clean. I mean, what can he do in that situation? He's gone straight into the stunt double mimicry. That's 2 guaranteed pieces of block pressure. And on that much health, Storm, if he blocked, he was dead. He had to try and get out and just hope that IrishMantis mistimed that. IrishMantis, though, a very clean, very, very dominant game there in game 3. And now he finds himself one game away from moving on.
Well, if any of you guys watching understand stunt double and this new tech that we're sort of referring to, where you can use your clones for corner hard to blockables, tweet us at hashtag MKX Pro League and let us know where he can do them and where he can't, because we're seeing opportunities and we're seeing him go for them, but I'm not sure if there's execution errors or if some he can't and some he can. He's kind of trying to see what he can get away with.
This is a new venture for many stunt double players.
But that's what I mean. And he's gone to a Ronin. Storm makes a brave adjustment.
I agree with the change. You've got a good mid to contest with Johnny Cage right there, but also the faster reversal. But speaking of going straight in, full combo from IrishMantis, goes in for the meat by nut punch just to use up the time. Very, very interesting grab, but it is going to work out for him. And here comes that Ronin pressure.
IrishMantis just doesn't let him get any of this the pressure going. He just has serious life lead. I don't like how Storm opts to go for that meteor burn projectile as often.
I think it's a real waste of meter in this situation. He's still got mimicry, and that's exactly why he went for the Ronin change, that much faster reversal. Good block from IrishMantis, I do believe. Shouts to Phosphorax. IrishMantis and Phosphorax play very often. That's going to give him that Ronin matchup experience. Match point to IrishMantis.
That was incredible. I mean, I love seeing these variations we don't see too often do really well in the Pro League, because, I mean, these guys, they're playing to win. Storm trying out something new, and Ronin really feels like he needs the backup for sure. But IrishMantis is playing out of his mind. Hasn't got the bar, but building so much of it, because Storm just has to block. If you block, you give him bar. If you don't, you get hit, and that was a wonderful read from IrishMantis.
Storm not watching his head. IrishMantis unfortunately dropping the combo. Is going to get it anyway. Here comes the mimicry. Not respecting the plus frames. This could be everything. Here comes IrishMantis, block pressure, and that looks like Storm might be going home.
But are we going to see a Storm comeback? That's what I know. Are we going to see a Storm comeback?
Oh my god. Is this the start of something? That's plus on block, but he waits for the stagger. Storm, unfortunately, going for the low poke on block into a button press. IrishMantis just waiting for that. Just all he needed was a low poke.
IrishMantis is going to move on into the third block of semifinals, where he's going to fight the winner of Harry Nightmare and Foxy Grandpa. But, I mean, you have to comment on it. What killed Storm? Just not respecting the plus frames after the shadow kick when the mimic was up. I mean, basically, Johnny Cage can move before you can. You basically have to really hold that block damage. It's going to come, and you have to block it. And you have to take it. I mean, it's chip damage, which does add up when you're low on health. But for the most part, blocking an attack and taking chip damage is a damn sight better than eating a full combo, because you try to get out of it when you really can't.
Now, you talk about blocking there and taking chip damage rather than eating a full combo. That's actually exactly what IrishMantis did at the end of the set, where there was kind of comeback territory. Unfortunately, he dropped the combo that would have just secured it. So he understood, right, I've screwed up, but I just need one more hit to win the set. So he just blocked. He blocked and blocked and blocked. He blocked when he knew that Takeda was plus, and he had to hold these mix-ups. And the second he saw something that wasn't plus, that Takeda then had to hold. But he couldn't afford to, because he had to do something. He was in comeback territory. He waited for that low poke on block, and that is exactly when IrishMantis just went, right, down 4, win the set.
Well, it makes you think about, I mean, this is the third week in a row Storm has gone out in first round, and a second time in Season 3 that's gone to a Johnny Cage player. Now, at this point, you have to think, okay, so a lot in the game is guaranteed, like pressure-wise,
yeah, just like that.
Wise.
That's that guaranteed stuff right there.
Yeah, that you have to block all that, and what got Storm killed was trying to contest that at the end. Now, Storm plays from the heart. He knows what Takeda can do. He knows a lot about his character, and I'm sure he has the matchup knowledge and knows a lot about the opponents as well. But he chooses to disrespect what's guaranteed and assumes that they're just going to mess it up. You know, yeah, it's guaranteed, but he still has to time it properly, and he seems to assume that the opponent's going to get it wrong so he can get out when he normally shouldn't, which will then frustrate the opponent, make him think, damn, I shouldn't have messed that up. He got out. He shouldn't have got out of that, and that's going to make them play worse if they're not paying attention properly. And that's not going to work at this point in the game's life. We're now a year into it. People are used to doing block strings. They have that muscle memory down. You kind of have to respect it now.
IrishMantis has played stunt double since launch. It's very unlikely that a very simple situation like that is going to get screwed up. I mean, yeah, we all know that when you're in tournament, you can practice the same combo over and over again. And the second you're in tournament mode, yes, you might drop a couple of things. But in that situation, I mean, with so much on the line, IrishMantis was never going to go for it. So, before we get into our final quarterfinal game,